of all, I thank you all for giving me this opportunity. So, as mentioned by Nirali, that my topic is social engineering. So, let's have a look. Basically, in short, social engineering is art of manipulating people so that they give up their confidential information, which include your password, bank information, or any other computer system. So this term is broad range of malicious activity accomplished through human interaction. So it uses your psychological manipulation just to trick you so that they get all the sensitive information from you. So let's see some of the attack including in social engineering. Are some of the attacks that we always go through our day-to-day life, but we are unaware of it. So let's have a basic overview of it. So first is phishing. That is, phishing is a type of cybersecurity attack during which malicious actors send messages pretending to be trusted person or entity. It means nowadays we are getting multiple emails from unknown sources. So among that, we need to understand which will be harmful, malicious for us. So later on, we will discuss of this phishing with in detail with different attacks. So yeah, next is man in the middle attack. Here, when the attackers secretly rely or intercept information between two parties who thinks they are communicating directly with each other via a network. So this allow the attackers to obtain information as well as alert the information that is being sent back and forward between the victims. It means I might be thinking that I'm talking to some reliable source or some trustworthy person whom I have already contacted or whom I can share my personal informations. But it may be some other person who is enacting that trustworthy person. So we need to be beware of this. So this is what we call man in the middle attack. Third one is farming. So farming plus phishing, it is a kind of social engineering cyber attack in which criminal redirect internet user to reach to a specific website to different fake site. Like they will make some other fake website and they will force us to go to that place. So while redirecting or by clicking some other link or by um, showing us some interesting thing so that okay we will go with them. Okay, yeah, we will go with the flow and we will reach to the fake site. So that is what called farming. And SQL injection, as the name indicate, it is something that is related with database. So this is some malicious code. This is a technique of uh, inserting some malicious code which will destroy our database. So it is one of the most common web hacking technique to get all the information as well as to destroy our database. Uh, One is malware. So it is to add some download or to put some malicious software in our system so that they can destroy all the system or they can get some uh, data or some sensitive or security information from our system. So this is what we call malware attack. Next, we have hacking. It is an attempt to exploit a computer system or a private network inside a computer. Simply, we had heard about this a lot of time that, okay, my system got hacked or something that is repeating and I was unable to do any further thing in my system. So that is what we call hacking. Simply put, it is an unauthorized access to a control over computer network security system for small illicit purpose. Now, it is a type of scam which a criminal disguises as an email address, display name, phone number, text messages, or also from a phone call that okay, I'm the convinced target, so you can interact with me. I'm your trusted person. But spoofing is something you are enacting that person. Sniffing, it is a process of monitoring and capturing all data packet passing through given network. Sniffers are used by networks system administrator to monitor and troubleshoot network traffic. So this is a big level of attacks because they are mostly into a highly trafficked area. So they might be capturing all the packet that we have between two person or from a single person to social network or some, they will be mostly concentrating on the network. So they will they will capture some packets in the networks, or they will put some sensitive information to get all other security data from us. Distributed denial of service. So it is when an attacker or attackers attempt to make it impossible for service to be delivered. This can be achieved by throttling access to virtual anything like server devices, network applications, or even a specific transaction within the application. Or mostly this is for the bank and all those things. So these are the basic thread that we have. Actually, multiple thread with different terms are there in our day-to-day life. But today in this social engineering, I want you to more focus on phishing, because as in our professional life, since due to this COVID and all, we are mostly spending our most of time with this computer. So obviously we will be, I mean, we will be going through different for surfing. We will be going through lot of sites, and we are spending a lot of time in internet. So we will be encounter lot of phishing pages, phishing alerts, and everything. So today I want to focus on this phishing. So how do we identify an effective social engineering attack, or how to defend ourselves from that? So I will be mostly focusing on this two topic. So let's have a look. So firstly, what is phishing attack? Okay, as you can see the screen, that the image itself say there is an attacker. It will send a email. This firstly, phishing can be done by SMS and phone. But right now, I'm today in this slide, I have mainly mentioned all the attacks that is related with email. Okay, so attacker send an email to the victim, and that victim click on email, goes to the phishing website. It can be, or it just reply to that email, whatever it's all based on how the victim is presenting its email. So all phishing attack is based on the presentation of that email, and how much they can lure yourself, or they can attract you to by sending an email. So attacker collects the victim credential if we send so, and then they will use it to access a website, or to harm you, to harm your personal image, whatever. So ultimately, this is what phishing attack is. So phishing is a type of social engineering attack used to obtain or steal data such as username, password, and credential details. It occurs when an attacker is disguising oneself as a trusted entity in an electronic communication. So actually there is still a lot of terms, 10 type of phishing, 8 type of phishing, sorry. But I guess this is the 5 common and day-to-day life phishing that we all go through. So, okay, so let's start with email phishing. In this, the attacker will give us email. So let me change them. An email attack that attempt to convince a user that the originator is genuine, but with the intention of obtaining information for use with malicious intent, is called email phishing. They will provide some sense, they wanted to gain some sensitive information like credit card login credential, bank account, or other sensitive information. So they will put some urgency or something in that email, so that we will think, okay, we need to give it urgently or something like that. So there are few features that we need to keep in mind to recognize whether it is email phishing or not. So these are something that is if it is too good to be true offer, like previously, as I remember, in Yahoo account, I was always getting, oh, Vogue, congratulations from Coca-Cola, you are getting lot of money, millions of money. So this kind of thing is there. And a bank may not be even yours, so it's asking for your account information, for your finance or your other personal finance information. Now spelling and grammatical mistakes will be there, like we might be thinking it is from Amazon Z, but there may be double Z, or maybe some other thing, but we won't notice it, because this is something which is very trustworthy and we always use. So we think, okay, this is also from the reliable source. No, but this can be a phishing page or phishing email. The generic greeting, a call for immediate action, like urgency. They might be showing some urgency. Okay, you need to do it urgently for COVID or this and that. So this can be a phishing email. Now sender you don't recognize, or sender you think you recognize, and that or it might be a good email but with some link. So this is also a malicious thing, and it is our phishing email. Now, second is spear phishing. It is also email phishing, but it will be more into your, uh, it is more into your social profile, and it want to get your credential. So spear phishing is one of the fastest growing threat in cybersecurity. This is because the information that is freely available on the web, such as social profiles, company, about us page, and much more in also available for threat actors. So they will analyze the person, and they will focus on one person and want to get it his sensitive information. So threat actor take this information to build a unique profile of their victim, and end result is highly personalized. Okay, now this is example of spear phishing. So here we required your bank information and all. So since the name you can see it is payroll, so we will think, okay, if we won't focus on each and everything, then we will think, okay, this is something from known person, and it is attempt to change or deposit something for me. So they will think that, okay, this is from some reliable source, and I will give my sensitive information. So from what I have seen, this email typically from poorly chosen email addresses that are easily identifiable. Now the clone phishing. In this type of phishing, the attacker clone a genuine or legitimate email that you might have received from an authenticator sender by sends from a spoof email ID. This email copy contain malicious content like link that when clicked and install a malware on your system. Because the main difference this type of phishing and other kind of phishing is that there is a duplication of original and existing email. Like already I have we know whenever we register for any of the website like big bucket or for Amazon or for any other, or even we log into some other system, our Gmail account. We if we log in our Gmail from some other account, we always get a alert message in our uh, in our Gmail, like you just finish your activation. Just to activate this account, you need to click this link and all. So among this trustworthy or the actual sorry for this actual thing, from the actual website, they will clone it and will enact that, okay, I am the trustworthy one, so you can use me, and you are replying to that me. For example, this Amazon, we might have get some order details, or we would have done some authentication, but it seems like it is from the actual Amazon person, but it is not, because the at the rate is different. From this we can recognize that, okay, this is something which is not from the reliable source. So since the clone phishing topic is there, so I want to show you a small demo on Facebook page phishing. Because this can be happen not only from the Amazon or from the email. If they sorry, if they are providing some link over there, then how we will create, how attackers are using their mind to create a phishing page. So let me show you some example how they are. See, this is the phishing page that I have created, and it just took few minutes for me to do so. Um, okay. So suppose I need to create any of them, but we today we will be looking into Facebook phishing page, how we will create it. So let me go to Facebook So this is our official login page. Simply I need to, as I mean, most of us will know, especially the UI developer, that simply we will get the page details, a bit of their source code from view page source. So what we need to do, we simply need to copy this and paste it somewhere here. Actually, I have already did, so I'm just want to show you. I will give you the overall thing. So simply copy this and paste this in Notepad and store it as index.php. So here I have already done. And when you just search for action, we know any form we submit, we have this action tag with or some other thing. So you can see we have one action tag as login. So just change this to, this is something they might be redirecting to some pages for the scripting, and this method is post. So simply just replace this with your own pages. So I have replaced that with post.php. Let me show you the code over here. I hope I'm visible, right? Can anyone confirm? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So this is my index.php page. Anyone can do it. It's not compulsory that you have any, I mean, technical background. It is not compulsory to have a, JavaScript knowledge or anything. Okay, so see, I have changed the action to post.php. There is only one action with equal to in whole page. So post.php, I have changed it to post.php, and I'm not a PHP developer, but I get this code from Google itself, and it is very simple. It's just that it is keeping a log.txt uh, file, and we are writing all those things what we are getting from this Facebook directly. So this is a code, all the variable that we get from the, when we click on this button that is here, this button, login button, then there will be a action code. So this page is what first initiate. I mean, this will trigger this page, and it will get all the variable that we have, and it will write that into this log.txt. So I spent some time to execute this since I'm not a PHP developer. So this XAMPP helped me to do that. So while downloading this, I started this both thing, and and yeah. So once you do this three pages there now, okay, index.php, post.php, and simply log.txt file. So we need to keep this file in htdoc of XAMPP. Okay, the PHP developer one who have did, they might be aware of it, but this is the basic thing that any known developer or anyone can do. So XAMPP, htdoc, and Facebook phishing. I just created one folder and put this detail over there. Once that I get from the site directly, by changing action, I want to redirect it to over here so that I can handle some their sensitive details, and I want to write that details over here. So right now my log.txt is empty. So let us do. So you start your server, this two thing. So this is my official page, but since I have created one phishing page, so we can move there and look. So this is my localhost 8080 where I'm running my server, and this is my index page. So see, it looks similar, exactly same like this. Normal, I mean, you can consider me a non-technical person, and I can easily create this thing. So if I write something and login, so maybe it redirect to there, or we will be thinking that okay, by mistakenly I have written and all. No, uh, the one who is hacking, he might be redirecting to actual Facebook page. He will host this project somewhere and will do all the required thing to look like it as Facebook only. Maybe he might be keeping this F capital, and we won't be aware of it. Some domain change he might be doing, and he will get this thing perfectly. So what that action button did, it has stored that credential and all those things over here. See, I have this thing. So right now, maybe the attacking is too much, or they are easily able to do the phishing thing. So that's why they might be encrypted the password. So I was unable to get the password, but still, uh, the one who is actually known, or the one who is very much free to just to sit and to attack all the, I mean, to hack the site. So they might be have lot of scripting so that they can easily get things. A common person can create a phishing page, then we have a big threat from those who has a basic knowledge of scripting. So I just want to show how this can be done easily, because anyone can do. So this is something which is serious, but we are serious issue, and we might be thinking everything is perfect. See Facebook and all those, but it is simply a copy of the original one, but background is different. Okay, so continue. So we have looked how clone phishing is done. Is whaling. As we know, in sea, whale is the uh, biggest or largest species. So, so as name suggests, whale attacks target CEO or CEO of or any another higher ranking executive in a company. The goal is to trick these powerful people into giving up their more sensitive or corporate data. So I was searching for the example, but we already have a example in our company that this whale fishing, as it pretend to be CEO or higher authority, and we will give. But as we know that we Veditians are way smarter than any attacker. So Rajesh sir had already informed us that this is a fraud email, so we should not entertain it. So now we need to be alert that okay, we can also have this kind of email. The pop-up phishing, this is something that we always get, like if we visit any site, so cookie setting or anything always is there. So uh, this is something which will redirect us to download some malicious software in our system, or to click on to some to redirect to some other pages. So pop-up phishing is a scam which pop-up ad tricks user into installing malware or their on their computer, or convince them to purchase antivirus protection they don't need. So this pop-up ad sometimes use scare tactics. A common pop-up phishing example is when an ad might pop up on user screen warning the user that their computer has been infected, and the only way to remove the virus is by installing a particular type of anti software. So we will get panicked. Okay, oh, it is already affected, so we need this software and it is helping us. No, it is actually leading us to download some malicious software. So yeah, so this is the main thing that we need to focus, that what are the preventing phishing attack. So think twice before you click. Update your browser. Check your online account often, like if login password and all are right or not. So you need to always check whatever is already logged in, if it is okay or not. And beware of pop-ups. Pop-up is something that we always get, even in mobile phone and anywhere we get. So we need to beware of it, and get yourself firewall up and use antivirus software. Customize your browser with anti-phishing toolbar. Avoid using public network like Wi-Fi and all we get. Just don't go, and we might be thinking it is not secure, so we can get it easily. So this is something we always looking for if we visit, but don't do it. Avoid using public network, and delete the email once detected, and block the sender. Like if there is any unwanted calls or email anything, we simply need to block it. We don't need to rely on it, or we need to experiment on it. Just block it and we have most of thing done. So yeah, but more than that, most important thing is to be alert and to use common sense. So to check the same, let's have a small quiz round for all.
And don't forget, we have an upcoming tech talk, which is on topic GraphQL. everything that you need to know. And the speaker of the show will be Ronak Purohit. It will be on 20th of April. Again, I will post about it on Meetup platform soon. So thank you guys. Thank you for attending the session. Have a lovely day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You all. Thank you, Dalia.
Thank you, Dalia, Nirali.
Thank you.